You know, a lot of times it'll only be like on clothes or something. And then I've come in there before a couple times really excited, and then I was like, I can't buy this dumb thing. I just want this dumb thing. How you doing? You can actually take 4 of those. We'll have 4 rounds tonight. Yeah. And Mike, we're rolling whenever you are.
Thank you for bringing some joy into our lives right now.
I don't know about joy. You might be frustrated with me. It's going to be kind of a weird night.
Well, or else we could just say oi.
Yeah, I think oi is always appropriate. Yep, I think so.
How many do we need?
4. We'll have 4 rounds tonight is all. Trying to get you guys out of here in appropriate time. Somebody's like, only 4. This one guy does like 8 rounds. And I'm like, they're like, it's about 3.5 hours. I'm like, that is too much.
And is it 6 max on a team?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 teams of 4.
Okay. Well, you can always all be together if you don't care about winning the prize. But
I don't think we.
if you want to compete with each
we'll
other,
compete
that's
with
just
the
as
other
fun.
ones,
Yes.
too. Yeah,
Screw
yeah.
those.
Yeah, that's right.
It's live right now.
Okay. It's,
Oh, there it is. Now it's there.
oh, there you
Sorry, I
go.
wasn't there.
That's okay.
How many rounds?
We'll have 4 rounds tonight.
4? That's it?
That's it. Keeping it real.
1, 2,
Keeping it real, chill and short.
3, 4. Got it.
Get that booty.
Alright. How do
Alright.
we register for this?
All you have to do is just grab one of these sheets. You can actually take 4 of them. We'll have 4 rounds tonight.
Okay.
And then when you turn in your first answer sheet, that's just like signing up with your name. So there's a couple things. I'll explain them before we get going. I can tell you now. This star up here in the corner, you can circle for 1 round. One of the 4 rounds, you can circle that star. It'll double your total points for that round. So the one you're like the most confident in. But like, maybe don't use it too early, but maybe don't save it till the end because you never know what's coming. And we do have a 6-person team limit. But if you have more than 6, that's fine.
Wait, so if we have 3, we're okay.
Oh, you're. Yeah.
An extra point.
Yeah, no, that's about it. Otherwise, we're pretty straightforward. So we'll get started here in just a bit.
Right on. Appreciate you.
Betcha. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Cranky Sam. We're going to get started with trivia here in just a couple minutes. If you'd like to play with us, come on up to the table, grab 4 slips and a pen, check out our craptastic 3rd place prize. I mean, isn't it great? And we'll get going here in just a couple minutes. Hey, how are you?
How you doing, babe?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you're nice and warm.
Oh, God, I don't
I parked out by the courthouse and I was...
How many do I need? 4. I took Dewey got groomed today. Well, not groomed, he just got washed and brushed. He's twice as large. Oh, and she put this nice fancy stuff on him. She's like, I'm going to give you the Valentine's Day special for free. I have this, like, apricots. And I was like, I don't care. She was like, he was really dirty. And I was like, yeah, he hasn't gotten a bath since he could do it in fresh water in the Clark Fork.
Special event.
Yeah. You guys all geared up for Friday?
It's sold out, the show. How many do I need?
4.
I should know that.
Oh, and I think Sam, we might have overpaid you. I paid for Sam, but then I think she paid for herself as well.
She did. Did I not pay you back already?
Oh, I don't know.
I think I already
didn't
Venmoed
even.
you.
I
I'll
didn't even
double
check.
check.
I wasn't even worried about it. But I just found out last night.
I thought I already did it back. I'll check right now.
Okay, no worries. I was like, Sam, I asked you to be my Valentine, which to me was like, obviously I was going to buy her ticket. But then I saw how much they were, and I was like, oh God, I'm glad she paid for her own. Because I'm a cheap-ass Valentine.
Me too.
Yeah, screw it. Especially for a friend.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm letting you know that I have our work, the tour after ESAL. If it goes off, I'm not cheating and I have to go to.
No, I don't accept that. Absolutely not.
It is my truth.
And I refuse to accept it. No, you're fine. Thank you, though. Everybody was saying it's not as crappy as it usually is. But I think like a duck puking up your orange juice in the morning is pretty like unpleasant overall.
That seems. Yeah. But if you got kids or something, like that could work.
Well, yes. Thank God I don't have any of those nightmares. I've tried and tried, but you apparently just can't make butt babies.
Yeah. Making kids is something I love to fail at. I'll try it over and over.
Important question. Is that the third place or is that the team name prize?
This is third place. This is team name because I just don't know what it. I don't get it. Like what?
Whatever.
But like it's an angel. But like, what would you put in there? I don't even think it's right for a candle. We were thinking maybe like toothbrushes or like a scrub brush, but it's still pretty small for that. I don't know. It looks stupid to me. So, stupid tacky angel, your stupid tacky whatever on it. I think it's for drinks. I think you'd put like orange juice in it. Milk would be weird. It wouldn't be a bad idea, no.
Alrighty, friends, last call to come grab some slips if you'd like to join us for trivia. We're going to get started here in 1 minute.
Yeah, I was wondering if you need an adult back there. How many? Is she on like a huge stool? The Green Dragon, yeah. Thank you.
Alrighty, friends, let's get this show on the road. If it's your first time down or it's been a while, go ahead and check out those screens for you. Here's the basics for tonight. We'll have 4 rounds of 10 questions each. Each question just worth 1 point. But if you look in the top right corner of your score sheet, you'll see a star with a question mark. If you circle that star, you can do it once tonight. That will double the points for that entire round. So save your star or use it wisely, I guess I'll just say. We don't do any repeats down here at all, so make sure to take notes. I'll give you plenty of time as we move through. And prizes tonight, first place prize, a $30 drink card. Second place, $20 drink card. Third place is a surprise prize, which tonight is this actually fairly high quality, kind of cool looking goose. But it's meant to like, you put like juice in it, and so like the juice like pukes up your breakfast drink, which to me is just a little obscene and wrong. So that could be yours if you do well, but not too well down here. We also have an even stupider prize for best team name. If you make me chuckle, you might get something even stupider than a vomiting goose. We only have 4 rules, so please follow them. No cell phones out during rounds at all. Please feel free to narc on people. We love narcs around here. Except there is one person in the back that I gave permission to use because it's an emergency situation. We also have a 6-person team limit. If you have more than 6, you need to clearly mark that at the top of your first sheet. You can still play, you just can't win our craptastic prizes. Also, please keep your answers quiet. Don't shout anything out, sing anything out that might give people an idea. And last but not least, remember, it is just trivia, so relax. None of this is vitally important for your survival. With that being said, make sure your team name is at the top. You've marked round number 1 on there. We're going to dive right into round number 1 on this day, February 12th. I will show you a year and ask you a question about something that happened on February 12th of that year. Should be pretty straightforward. That's all I can do for you people. If you're still confused, good luck and Godspeed. Let's dive right into round number 1. February 12th, question number 1. On February 12th, 1541, what capital of Chile was founded? All right, folks, I'll give you about 10 more seconds. If you want some more time, take some notes about this question. You'll have 2 minutes at the end of the round to check your answers and look those over. So again, take some notes. We'll move on in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Moving on to question number 2. On February 12, 1879, the first artificial ice rink in North America opened at what site, now the home to the New York Rangers? Name that site. Ten seconds. Take some notes if you need to. Skipping right along here to question number 3. On this date in 1924, Rhapsody in Blue by what composer premiered at the influential concert Experiment in Modern Music in New York City? That modern music over 100 years ago. Name the composer.
Oh! Weirdly, though, not surprised.
10 seconds.
She's like, yeah, I think we're gonna like go under because we're gonna lose funding. I'm like, oh, and she's like, yeah, and all my coworkers are just like really hateful towards people politically.
All right, folks, moving on to question number 4. On this date in 1947, founder of one of the world's top fashion houses, what French fashion designer presented his first influential collection named The New Look? Oh, that might have been in French at the time. Again, check the date. That should give you some help.
I'm kind of like, I wonder why people are mad. They're about to lose their jobs. And she's like, yeah, I'm just like really sick of the people being like angry because of like political stuff. And I'm like, maybe because you're the odd one out that voted for a fascist.
Yeah, and maybe like.
And you're gonna be out of a job.
Literally voted against your own interests out of ignorance.
It's really annoying.
Ignorance at best.
It's really annoying. I hold my tongue.
It's bleeding because I've been biting it so much.
10 seconds.
I'm like, there's nothing to say to you, really.
Yeah.
Skipping forward just a bit to 1950, what Wisconsin senator claimed to have a list of 205 government employees who, gasp, were communists? Name that senator. 10 seconds. Again, take some notes. You'll have 2 minutes at the end of this round. Question number 6 in our February 12th round. In 1964, fighting broke out between Turkish and Greek residents of what large island located in the Eastern Mediterranean, leading to a UN peacekeeping response? Name that island. Ten seconds. Question number 7, taking a big skip up to 1998. What company, ubiquitous in the world of microprocessors, unveiled its first graphics chip, the i740? Name that company. Ten seconds. Question number 8, just 3 more in our February 12th round, moving all the way up to 2002. The trial of Slobodan Milosevic, the former president of what former country, began at the United Nations War Crimes Tribunal in The Hague. Name that former country. Ten seconds. Moving on to February 12th, 2016. We're getting real close now. What superhero movie featuring the Merc with the Mouth was released on this date, 2016? Ten seconds. And finally, question number 10 in our February 12th round. What Mexican drug, this is 2019, what Mexican drug lord known as El Chapo, which means you can't answer El Chapo, give me his real name, was found guilty of all 10 federal crimes against him in Nueva York? Real name. I prefer first and last, but we'll see how you do. seconds. And just like that, my friends, round number 1 is done. I'm going to start your 2-minute timer right now. So that means you have 2 minutes to check over your answers and turn in your slips upside down in front of the computer, please. 2 minutes.
Take it. Oh, upside down right there for me, please. Like the clear instructions I just gave.
What?
God, sons of bitches. Kids these days, I tell you.
What? Oh, who said that? Who said
Good evening.
How you doing today?
Okay, man.
Got a dad
We
joke.
got
for you.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go.
What you got?
Dad joke.
Uh-huh.
So my wife asked me where I was going to take her for Valentine's Day. Apparently, from behind wasn't the answer she was hoping for.
I know that's a dad joke. That feels,
It's a creepy dad
It
joke.
feels like a sophomoric joke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like ask if your daughter asked, then that'd be a really creepy dad joke.
Yeah. No, that would be bad. Face down right here.
Yep, perfect. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Have about 10 seconds left, folks. Let's get all those slips turned in. No late slips, please.
Right there's perfect. Thanks, man.
And that is time. Folks, I'll get these scored up as quickly as possible. We'll check those answers and we'll move right along to round number 2. Thanks again for coming down to Cranky.
was like,
Hi, trivia guy.
Hi, how are ya?
I am in extreme pain from the waist down, but I'm good.
Why?
Never to work out.
Oh, whose fault's that? That's why I never do any of that working out crap.
Well, now I'm going to do some 5-ounce curls.
Oh, God, yeah. I do a 16-ounce personally, but that's just me.
I'll join for a little while.
Oh, you might as well.
How's your life?
It's doing okay.
Nothing weird tonight, right? Just
No.
3 more of these.
Yep. Yep, pretty straightforward tonight.
Alrighty, folks, thank you for your patience. We officially have 29 teams tonight. That means 290 questions for me to score and 29 teams to put in. We'll get a little quicker as we move forward, but now let's check your answers. See how you guys did. It was a pretty mixed bag with this many teams. But let's see how y'all did. The capital of Chile. Some people put habanero. One team put Spicy Town. That's Santiago, Chile. Rockefeller Center was a good guess for this, but it's actually Madison Square Garden. Might be hard to play hockey on a tiny ice rink outside. Lots of guesses for this one. A lot of Debussy, a lot of Wagner, a couple Mozarts, which was just kind of sad to me. But George Gershwin, Mr. Gershwin, playing his famous song. If you don't know it, you still definitely know it. Don't worry. Lots of Louis Vuitton for this one, which was unfortunately not correct, and a few others came up a lot. But we're looking for Christian Dior. Christian Dior. And if you see the 1950s and you see communists, you know it's probably the asshat of the world, Joseph McCarthy. So sad he died at 48. I'm really disappointed. I'm so sad. And it was from straight up alcoholism too, which I'm like, how cockeyed was he? Hey, so Cyprus is the big island that the Greeks and Turks actually split parts of. Cyprus. Lots of guesses of IBM and Apple and stuff for this. Intel, you might have heard of it. Intel makes the microprocessors for almost all like home computer PCs these days, or whatever we call those. Slobodan Milosevic, that other lovely guy. I'm sure him and McCarthy are having fun in hell together. He was the former president of Yugoslavia. Czechoslovakia was a good guess. There were some really interesting guesses of countries that definitely still exist. I don't mean to point anybody out, and I won't do it personally, but Brazil is definitely still a country. In case you were worried about that. The Merc with the Mouth, that's the mercenary with the mouth. Kind of a self-given name to Monsieur Deadpool. Blathery ass, much like me. And man, do we get some interesting ones for this. Pablo Escobar was probably the most common answer, who's very much Colombian and not Mexican. I know it's all just south of here, so what's the difference? But El Chapo's name is Joaquin Guzman. I did take Guzman. Also, fun fact, the island of Cyprus is spelled different than the tree, but I did take Cyprus spelled wrong. And I took Guzman spelled in some very odd ways. Somebody actually wrote out Yugoslavia phonetically, and it was really interesting. But we still take that as well, because this ain't no spelling quiz. This is just some kickback trivia. So let's check your score, see how you did. We'll announce our best team name, which is a little bit different this week. And remember, we got 3 more rounds after this, so don't be sad. Don't be sad, my friends.
I think we had 2 points and only says 1 on our thing.
Here we go. Let's check what's your team. Do you want to look through and find your team?
We were Craig Gleason.
Cool. Do you want to flip through there real quick?
I was the one that had to come up here. And
No, that's fine. No. It's always okay. I mean, I score a lot of them, and I try to do as fast as possible. So
That's
sometimes I
completely
mess up
fair.
and miscounts.
Oh no, 100%. I don't know how you do it.
So here we are at the top of the list with Gravy Goose in first place, getting a 10 out of 10 plus starring it. Tied for second and third is Lost in Space and Snow Kyo Drift. Give me 2 seconds here while we check these answers.
You're right. See, I marked that one wrong. I'll get that fixed for you guys next time.
GPS signal lost.
I'll lose your GPS signal. What the hell was that? I've never used GPS in this town in my life. Oh, best team name. I did want to give some love to the Departments of Redundancy Department. That was quite nice. But weirdly enough, as a green monkey myself, since younghood, I'm going to give it to the Red Iguanas. The Red Iguanas. Where are you guys at? You get a prize. Come up and get it. Red Iguanas. Bueller, Red Iguanas. You have to climb the Power Dome.
You guys, the Red Iguanas?
Yes.
They're getting this weird little tacky angel that just has whatever written in front of it, but like a hole in front of it that isn't quite big enough for a candle, or I have no idea what this is. So, to my Red Iguanas, please enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Red Iguanas is a reference to Legends of the Hidden Temple, a very tacky Nickelodeon show from back in the day. That's why I was a green monkey. Okay, deal with it. Okay, now that we're all warmed up and ready to go, let's dive into round number 2. It's going to be a random round, 10 random questions for you to answer. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into round number 2, question number 1. What did Frank Sinatra call my kind of town? Here's a hint. It's the name of a town, city, or location like that. Ten seconds. Again, take notes if you need to. You'll still have 2 minutes at the end of every round. Question number 2. What civil rights activist wrote the 1953 novel Go Tell It on the Mountain? Ten seconds. Sweet fresh hell is going on.
Yeah, it's every one of them. Oh, I guess it's not. Oh.
All right, there we go, folks. We're going to try to reset those TVs so we have a bit quicker turnaround time. But quick note on this one. This is the standard classic. They have put out other flavors. The question is, what is the main flavor of Grand Marnier liqueur? Original. Give you 10 more seconds, folks. I think everybody's gotten to see it long enough at least to take notes. Question number 4 in our random round. What did Esquire magazine name the ash hole of the year for 1980? So witty, Esquire. Ten seconds. Moving right along here to question number 5. What is the principal river of Ireland and the longest river in the British Isles? They are the same thing. What is it? Ten seconds. Here's a bit of a tricksy one. I'm not going to give you any leeway on it. What year was the Berlin Wall erected? And yes, I did just say erect. Ten seconds. Right here to question number 7. According to biblical mythology, what peak was Noah's Ark supposed to have landed on after the flood? You use that Sunday school knowledge. You use that shiz. Ten seconds. Here we are at question number 8. Scientifically, what is known as the universal solvent? Here's a hint. It's not OxyClean. Ten seconds. This question has a few little elements to it, so pay attention. What is the penultimate U.S. state when those states, when they are listed alphabetically? So you need to know penultimate and you need to know your state spelling.
do you have Green Dragon?
10 seconds. Again, take some notes. You'll have 2 minutes. And finally, your only official sports question of the night. I already gave you the New York Rangers, so this is actually 2. What sport gives you 24 square feet to shoot at?
I scratched out my name and put a different name on there.
Okay, go nuts.
10 seconds. And just like that, folks, round number 2 is done. So, you have 2 minutes starting right now.
Thank you.
To check your answers and get your score sheets up here. I'll start scoring here ASAP.
It's the fancy paper. We're going to have the fancy paper.
One minute down, folks. You have 1 minute left to check your answers. Get them turned in, please. Thirty seconds, folks. 30 seconds.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
And 10 seconds left. Last call for all slips, please.
Late. You're late. Oh, and you put it in the wrong spot, honey. Come on.
Folks, next time you're downtown on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, make sure to come on down to our new late night happy hour. It's not even that late. It starts at 8 o'clock down here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got a great deal on some cranky beers and well drinks on here. $5. $5.
Oh, that one actually cost me some money, but I couldn't leave a goose like that.
A little goose juice.
I was like, you got to get out of there.
Goose juice.
Alrighty, folks, thanks for your patience. Had to look up a few sports ball questions to make sure I was accurate. But let's dive into those answers for round number 2, our random round, and see how y'all did. Lots of people guessed New York or Vegas, which is not bad guesses, but they actually had a song called Chicago, My Kind of Town. I don't think you went to the South Side very much. Well, to the 70% of you that put MLK, I'm glad that you've learned so much from Black History Month. Because there's certainly only one civil rights activist. This is James Baldwin. No big deal, just a really big deal. Google him if you get a chance. Lots of people guessed cherry for this one. Not a terrible guess, but original, normal, quote-unquote, Grandma is orange. Orange. A lot of folks put this one together. You're talking about 1980, and you're talking about ash. That's Mount St. Helens. Mount St. Helens. And I'm not making fun of people for bringing things up, but the amount of you guys that said the Thames, that clearly runs right through London, very famously, would probably not be the biggest river in Ireland, but that's okay if that's the only Brit you know. Only a few folks got this. It's the Shannon River. Longest river in the British Isles and the biggest river in Ireland. Another one that threw a lot of you for a loop. Some of you were smart and tried to guess around the end of World War II. It took quite a bit longer than that for them to get that paranoid. 1961. The wall wasn't built until 1961. Like 15 years after the war was over. And it survived for about 28 years before they were like, this thing's stupid, let's tear it down. Noah's Ark, a lot of people said Mount Sinai. I'm pretty sure that's the 10 Commandments or something with Jesus. I don't know. I don't really follow that mythology. But Mount Ararat in Turkey is supposedly where Noah's Ark landed. To my paint thinner people and my hydrochloric acid people, those are certain kinds of solvents. The universal solvent, as much as could possibly be considered, it's just good old water. H to the 2 to the O. This one, the answers told me a lot of things. Some folks are guessing West Virginia, which meant you probably kind of know what penultimate means. In case you don't, it's the second to last. Penultimate is second to last. So if you listed all the states in alphabetical order, the last one would be Wyoming. The second to last state is... Oh, it's Wisco, don't you know? Oh, gosh, yeah. For the people that put Pennsylvania and Maine... I can just imagine what the education is like up in Pennsylvania or Maine. And last but not least, you got 24 square feet to shoot at. I did look up a few other sports that people guess. They're not that. Hockey, ice hockey in particular. It's 6 feet wide and 4 feet tall. Water polo is bigger. Polo is bigger. And a few other ones that I looked up for you. Because the hell I'd know, and frankly, I don't care. Just trying to throw a bone to you sports ball heads out there. Let's check your score, see how he did. Congrats to Dave doubling his points from last round. Get it, Dave? Get it, baby. Also, folks, do me a favor and keep track of what you think your right answers are. Again, scoring almost 300 answers as quickly as possible. I mess up every so often because just like Mary Poppins, I'm only practically perfect in every way. Had made a mistake last round, feel free to come up and talk to me politely, of course, and we'll get you sorted out. We'll check over everything. Oh, I did a bad here. Hold on. Person in first place is definitely not right now. Bueller has 3 solid points, taking the lead, crushing it all. No. In first place right now is Gravy Goose with a very respectable 28. In second place is Team Jolene with 22, and Lost in Space with 20 even. There's a lot of folks have not used their star. Remember to use those stars. It's going to help you a lot. If this has been a bit too much history and geography for you, do not worry. The rest of these questions are completely worthless for tonight, at least in my opinion. But they're fun to do. And thus, our next round is going to be a photo round. Make sure you can see one of the TVs. I'm going to drop a little rom-com bomb on you, and here's how this works. I love the squeal from every single woman in the place. Oh my God! These are not Hallmark ones, unfortunately. But here's the deal. I will show you a screenshot of a rom-com. I will also give you the year that rom-com came out. All I need you to do is name the movie. Not all the pictures will be super obvious of like the 2 leads or anything, so it does help if you've seen the movie or know a bit about it. Again, I'll give you the year, you give me the movie. That's all I have to say about that. Let's dive in. Again, keep those answers quiet as we dive into our rom-com round. Starting with question number 1 from 1961. Name the rom-com.
This isn't Meatballs, because that came out later.
It's not Meatballs.
Yeah, that's not.
Is that even a rom-com? I don't even know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it confused with Wet Hot American Summer, but that came out way later.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Fucking, I know what this is.
Yeah. It's like
And
the
then that
good
little
one.
redhead bitch came along.
All right, folks, again, it's hard to take notes on these, so make your guess. You have 10 seconds from right now before we move on. 1961. Jumping forward to 2009, name the rom-com.
Bill Murray was
10 seconds.
Bill Murray was so hot in that movie.
The first one?
Meatballs. I know you're not.
Oh, I haven't ever seen it, to be honest. I think it's one of those movies I didn't really get into, yeah.
You're stupid.
Let's move on to question number 3, taking it back to 1959. Name the movie, name the rom-com. Ten seconds. Question number 4, 1998. Name the rom-com. And in case you can't tell, I'm using rom-com pretty loosely here, people. Take some notes or make a guess. You have 10 seconds. I tried to give you one from every decade going back, but I had to give you two from 1998. Name this rom-com.
I knew it.
It's so good.
Well, it took me a second.
I
was
didn't
like,
want to. I
yeah.
didn't want to put the leads in it because
Yeah,
I thought
no, they
that'd
would
be too
do
easy,
that.
or just like the
Well, but
shot
she's
with
a
the
memorable character.
Oh, she's
if you like the movie.
Just I love that. I
I'm
love
surprised
that
that you
carton
didn't
of
do Jonathan Richmond in the Tree.
God, and I was thinking too.
I've seen him live.
10 seconds.
Went off for 20 minutes about frozen pizza.
Oh God, as it would happen.
Good thing I was drunk.
Let's jump forward to 2016. Name the rom-com. Ten seconds. Let's slide it back to 1989. Name the rom-com that this screenshot was taken from. Make sure to keep those guesses quiet if you can. Ten seconds. Let's pop it back to 1971. Name the rom-com. Again, using that term loosely. Ten seconds.
Sorry, the only one that would have worked was McClintock. Sorry. Oh darn. Right? Like McClintock was probably the only one I could think of.
All right, let's move it on to 1987. Name the rom-com loosely. Ten seconds. And last but not least, 1940. Name the rom-com.
Yes! That seems confident. Okay.
Ten seconds. And just like that, we are done, folks. You still have your 2 minutes, but get them turned in as quickly as possible. That'll get us going to our last and final round quicker as well. Don't forget about those stars. Only one more round after this.
Yeah, that I did not know that one.
It's kind of obscenely star-studded. It still holds up. I watched it a couple years ago and I was like, this is awesome.
That's how I feel
You're
about
right in the
paper. Oh,
turn
yeah.
spot. Sorry.
That's how I feel about Paper Moon.
Oh, there you go. Oh. I don't know what's going on over here. Right here would be great. That would be great. Yeah, thanks. That would be great. And this. Hi.
That was tough.
Well, you know, you got to keep it kind of hard on you. Upside down right there for me, please. Thanks.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go, folks.
We gained one. It put us over. We put 6 plus on the top.
Thank you.
This pile, right?
Yep, should be right there. Thank you.
Only 20 seconds left. Please plan on getting your slip up as I speak.
No, I think we're going okay.
You showed up at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like, cool, thank you for asking me now when I don't need it.
I kept thinking about it just when you were announcing the answers. I was like, I'll remember next time.
You're like, oh, I really should. Yeah, it's really just once the names are in.
Yeah, then you're rock and roll.
Yeah, should be good. Thank you for offering, though. I do appreciate it.
And all slips should be in by now.
I really want this goose.
If you get third place, you can have it.
I'm not. We're penultimate place, bro.
Oh, penultimate. You got it, though. You're learning, right? Yeah.
Tilly, seriously?
What?
Pete and Tilly? One of the pictures. Wasn't it Pete and Tilly? Oh,
Which
good.
one were you thinking it was? Or which one do you think that was?
The little kid with Harold E. Hayes.
That's Harold and Maude.
Oh, that's it.
May have heard of it. Kind of a huge classic.
All right, again, folks, thank you so much for your patience. Let's check those answers to our Singles Awareness Day celebration of rom-coms, loosely ordered. And some of these you guys were just nailing, and some a lot of folks missed out on. Let's see how your team did. Ricky Nelson? You don't know about Ricky Nelson? That's The Parent Trap, the 1961 version. And just for some context, this movie came out the same year the Berlin Wall went up. Just wrap your head around that one for a second. 2009. I've never actually been in an IKEA because I'm a Montana boy, but this is them in an IKEA in the movie 500 Days of Summer. And you can actually see her in the back. She's usually the main person established for this film. That's Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe back there yanking on that trombone. Lots of interesting guesses for this one. Lots of Romeo and Juliets and like Queen Elizabeths and stuff. Best Picture of the Year and two of the best actresses. The Best Supporting Actress, Shakespeare in Louvre. In Louvre. This one, also from 1998, did not win any Oscars, but it won our hearts. That's There's Something About Mary. You remember her now. Yeah, now you know, in case you didn't before. This is from the opening scene of another Oscar winner, La La Land. La La Land. Again, I tried not to go too obscure. A lot of these won Oscars or had Oscar-winning performances in them, except for the ones that were just stupid. The amount of you that said 2 men and a baby for this is very funny. And no, those two aren't falling in love as part of a rom-com. It's that classic, look who's talking. Look who's talking. Funny, both of the leads in this movie have kind of been canceled because they're nightmares. 1971, another great winner is... I like that kind of tacky flower work, by the way. That's Harold and Maude. Some of you put different names than Harold or different names than Maude, and I couldn't give it to you. Harold and Maude. 1987's Fred Savage classic, The Princess Bride. The Princess Bride. And last but not least, a few people guessed Bringing Up Baby, which is not a bad guess. 2 of the stars of Bringing Up Baby are right there on the screen for you. Although this one stands up like crazy if you ever get a chance to watch it. The Philadelphia Story. Philadelphia Story. Obscenely well acted, a ton of fun. Check it out. But let's check your scores now after 3 rounds. I can't even make fun of Dave anymore. He's like way ahead of you guys now. But we did get our first goose egg, the Goonies. That's okay. They're more into like non-rom-coms. I respect that. Oh, I also do want to give an honorable mention. I kept forgetting that as far as good team names go, Twerkin' 9 to 5 is pretty damn fun too. Good work, y'all. Also, Cornborn, Go Hawks. You know, I love those Hawks from wherever they're... There's anything from Iowa except for corn? You're like, we're cool. So here we are at the top, folks. 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey made a bold move, coming up into first place right now with 38 after a possible 40. Gravy Goose is now tied with a full tin of sardines, though they have too many folks. So officially in third place right now, the Red Iguanas. But we have one more round after this. If you come down here a lot, we usually only do one round that's at all pop culture in any way, shape, or form. But tonight it just worked out because I tried to make these up pretty randomly. And we get another round of pop culture for all you people that don't know real things. This could be same name actors. I'm going to give you an example at the top of this and then show you what should be on your answer sheet. So... I'll give you 2 separate clues about 2 different actors. They will share the same first name. So danced with wolves in Dances with Wolves and danced with everyone in Footloose. So you have to know they share a first name, and so you should write on your sheet the full 2 names. Kevin Costner and Kevin Bacon. Does that make sense? So again, I'll give you 2 clues of actors that share the same first name. To get the points for the answer, you have to give both full names. Or I suppose if you want, you could say Kevin Costner / Bacon. But I need the last names for everybody and the first if that makes sense. So whatever works best for you, you could, again, let me repeat that. You could just write Kevin Costner / Bacon, but it should be in the correct order as well. Don't overthink it, but don't fuck it up. And with that being said, that was our example. Let's dive right into round number 1. Again, these are actors. One is just kind of a presenter, but actors that share the same first name. You need to give me both first and last names from these clues. Question number 1. Was almost famous as Penny Lane, notice that's in italics, and was totally weird as Weird Barbie. Name those 2 performers. Do them in order, please. And you can put the first name and then both last names with a slash between them. Ten seconds. Take some notes if you need to. You still have your 2 minutes. Moving on to question number 2. Played Loki in the MCU. Played Spider-Man in the MCU. Give me that first name and both last names.
Hey, Mike, can I grab one more when you get a chance, please? Green Dragon, please. Oh, yeah, I'll take the noodles.
10 seconds. Again, this is a mix of TV and movies, though a lot of heavy on the movies. Here's number 3. Made an indecent proposal to Demi Moore. Was indecent in blackface for Tropic Thunder. Give me the first name and both last names. Ten seconds. Question number 4. Became a greaser in Grease. Played favorites in The Favorites. Give me the first name and then the last 2 names. The 2 last names. What?
Do you know this one?
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, I don't know what it is.
Yep.
No, okay.
Yep.
Right, thank you.
It's the fun challenge.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
Because you have to know both names to get it. So you really need to, it's 2 questions in one.
Yeah, it's good.
10 seconds. Move on to question number 5. Played the 6th 007 in Skyfall. Played the 16th POTUS in Lincoln. First name and both last names. In order, please.
I know, I hate it too.
10 seconds.
I was like, flee the pop culture. I set up a randomizer for categories, so it just keeps moving, and they both popped up, and I was like, well, here we are.
All right, here we are. Question number 6 in our same first name. Give me both last names. Make peace as the peacemaker. Stay quiet in a quiet place. Same first names, 2 last names. Ten seconds. This one has some double hits for you. His basic instinct led to a fatal attraction and went from a dirty, rotten scoundrel to the respectable Alfred Pennyworth. It is his. You don't have to talk that loud, though, because I can hear you from here. Thank you for your analysis, though. Ten seconds. Question number 8, just 3 more left here. The daughter in the Addams Family, again, these are the actors, also played the daughter in Married with Children. Same first name, different last names. Ten seconds. Here's number 9, a little more challenging here, except at least half of it. Gazed in the mirror in Zoolander, gazed through a window in Dear Evan Hansen. Ten seconds. And finally, question number 10. Describe the world on planet Earth, travel to other worlds as the 10th Doctor. Get with it, nerds. Ten seconds, everybody. And just like that, we're done. I do not automatically star anyone, so if you haven't used your star, make sure to give it a circle. Bring those slips on up. We'll get through this as quickly as possible. Find out our winners tonight. Maybe if you need a tiebreaker, who knows? But your 2 minutes to get your slips turned in start now. That's 1 minute down, 1 minute to go.
Right here? Yep, right there's perfect. Thank you.
Anyone's ever told you that you sound like the voice from Quiplash in Jackbox?
I don't even know what that is. Oh! Is that like the guy that's like, well, you're an asshole, let's move on. I've only played it once, and somebody else was like, they were looking at me and looking at me, and I was like, well, I'm gonna pretend like that's a compliment, and we'll all move on.
20 seconds, folks. 20 seconds. Make sure to use your star if you haven't.
You're so late.
I know, it was
Yeah.
it was bad enough to where I could check my phone in the meantime to make sure we were really wrong.
You're fine. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you.
Jessica, Richie, Applegate, Stiller, Kingsley, 10, that's 9.
Here's your pen back. I don't want to.
Thank you. Don't you steal
I
my
want to be
pens.
no, I don't be an Indian giver.
They're not even like my pens, to be fair. They're from the bar. And also, we don't say Indian giver anymore.
Native American giver.
Much better. That's actually my joke. I'm like, we say Native American giver because it's like, wait, that's not the point. Like,
Oh, you know what? I really wish she would have tried harder. That's pretty cool.
isn't she gorgeous?
She is.
And then we have some actual people actually interested.
That's kind of scary.
I know.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, crap, That's in the Christmas Island with the Jimmy Newton, Colin Craig, Davis, Lane, and Krasinski.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you for your patience there. That was a lot harder to read now that you guys have been drinking. Fucking animals just scratching shit out. I used to be like, if I can't read it, it's wrong. And I'm like, try to figure it out. They deserve it. Because we all should be drinking. Let's check those answers, though. Some really great scores and some not so great scores. We'll figure it out from there. We're looking for Penny Lane from Almost Famous and Weird Barbie from Barbie. That's Kate Hudson and Kate McKinnon. Kate McKinnon. Again, a lot of you are like, duh, I got that right. And a lot of people are like, oh, I had no idea. Loki was Tom Hiddleston. Spider-Man is Tom Holland. 2 Tommy H's there. And Indecent Proposal was Robert Redford. Blackface was Robert Downey Jr. A lot of good Robert Duvall came up a lot, and I'm guessing you could not pick him out of a stand, like a lineup, which is fine. This one threw a lot of people because they were like, well, it must be John Travolta. So then what is it's actually Olivia Newton-John became the greaser by the end of the movie. And Olivia Colman was one of the Best Actress winners, Oscar, for The Favorite. If you haven't seen it, it's weird, but get stoned and just sit back. It's fantastic. Again, the 6th Bond, which is the most recent Bond, and Lincoln. That's Daniel Craig and Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis. A lot of people knew John Krasinski, and they were like, it must be John Wayne as the Peacemaker. No, it's John Cena. It's so dumb, but if you can catch Peacemaker, it's actually really stupidly funny. And John Krasinski, who is, I just think, so effing handsome and a classy guy. I'd do him for $1. Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and played Alfred. That was Michael Douglas and Michael Caine. Michael Douglas was in those 2 movies. Yes, at one point, Michael Douglas was considered attractive. There's been a few different Wednesdays now. So we were talking about the original movie. Christina Ricci and Christina Applegate was, I can't even remember her name. Whatever Bundy on Married to Children. Kelly Bundy, thank you. Trash, and I love it. I just want to sit on the couch and put my hand down my pants now. Which is a show reference. That's not sexual harassment. Zoolander, and that was Ben Stiller and Ben Platt. Ben Platt is his name. And a few people guessed Morgan Freeman for describing the planet Earth, which got you a little thrown off. But we were looking for a couple of Davids. David Attenborough and David Tennant. And no, I don't really consider David Attenborough to be an actor, but like he's a badass, so we can follow him. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed your hint free entertainment tonight. If you did have a good time, I spent about 10 to 12 hours putting all this crap together for y'all. If you feel like you had a good time, or at least like $2 worth of good time, why don't you throw something in my jar up here, or you can feel free to send something through the other ways. I just had to pay $150 to get my dog washed. He's that big and was that filthy, so if you could replenish my stocks, I certainly wouldn't complain. Also, fun fact, we're going to have a tiebreaker to split up between 2nd and 3rd place. But let's check these scores right now.
Thanks, man.
You bet.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I have 5 doll hairs for you.
You don't
sir.
even have to give it. I mean, it's mostly for people who just come in every so often. Like regulars, you fill me with joy.
Hey, no, you know what? I probably should have given that to you a long time ago. All right, I'm going home.
All righty, folks, here we are at the top of the list, and this still gets slightly complicated, so pay attention. Thank you. 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey is going to take home first place tonight with 48 out of a possible 50 points. Good run, y'all. Now we have 3 people tied for 3rd, but one of them has too many people on their team. So between second and third, I need a member from Gravy Goose to come up and a member from the Department of Redundancy Department to come on up.
Oh, you guys are Gravy Goose, sorry. I should have known.
I thought maybe that was going to go into the goose's
I
butt.
wouldn't be able to pull it out. I have to give that thing away.
Department of Redundant Department? Oh, okay. All right.
Is that you guys? Department of Redundancy?
Okay. Alrighty, our two teams are ready to rock with our tie-breaking question. I always try to ask some specific but super random question about a question we had earlier tonight. And tonight, that question is... fully surrounding West Berlin, how many miles long was the Berlin Wall? Thank you. Looking for the answer in miles. How long was the Berlin Wall?
Miles? The bar is going to hang. Hey, Mike, could we get the gift cards, please? Yep. You guys first place? No big deal. Just awesome. Yeah, he'll sort you out.
Again, we are looking for the length in miles of the Berlin Wall, which surrounded all of West Germany, because all of Berlin was actually in East Germany. Got one more team to turn in. We got one guess up here.
I hope you're getting the goose. You're really far off, but we'll see what these guys think. Because it's hard to say how big Berlin. But if you've ever been to Berlin, you're like, I've been on this tram for an hour and a half, and I'm still in Berlin. So
hustle your buns back there, Department of Redundancy Department. All right, we got our two guesses coming up here right now. You could have guessed in your head too. What is? Okay, so Gravy Goose guessed 26 miles. Department of Redundancy Department guessed 60 miles. If you've ever been to Berlin, it is a sprawling city. 96 miles long was the length. That means Department of Redundancy Department gets the second place prize, and third place goes to Gravy Goose. It's really cute. Again, I usually try to find shittier stuff, and I just couldn't leave that in the crappy secondhand store it was in. Everybody, thank y'all so much for coming down. We'd love to see you down here. Tuesdays are bingo. If you haven't been down to our bingo, we do not mess around. Prizes are $300, $400, $500 for a basic bingo game, so come check us out. And again, if you can understand how much it costs to wash a 8-inch long hair, 65-pound dog, please give me $1 or $2. The lady was like, he's really dirty. And I was like, yeah, he hasn't been washed since he swam in the river last fall. He's an oodle of doodle poodles. That's right.
oh, there you go. Congratulations. He loves those. You know he loves those. That's a Christmas present, by the way. Not for you. Okay, good. Not for me. He puts bones in my thing and says they're not for me.
Let me know.
I don't want you to forget. MCTV scandalized? Are you working with moderately nude?
No, bitch. I'm not nude.
You're like, I'm just fine. I just got the lower half of my ass hanging out because I've got these sexy shorts that I feel powerful in.
I'm not nude. Exactly. Okay.
Well, it's only a million months, and I try to avoid thinking about it as long as possible because it owns my start to finish soul for months. I will try. Thanks, guys. Thank you. I gotta go get the freshly clean boy. Oh, he's so fluffy.
Do you want to do a drink at the FW or something?
I was thinking again the Badlander for the cheap beer, but I'm down for either one. I just think usually Thursdays are really kind of awkward at the DFW.
I mean, like more than any other day.
Yeah, because there's only like 6 people.
Well, it's a good thing it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I need to go let the boy out. I'll have him run down. If you guys want to hear.
Oh, just need to sit down, man. I am, but.
We weren't sitting in your zone tonight.
I know.
Kind of broke my little heart. Close to the projector.
Oh, yeah.
And then I missed last week and the week before that. So I missed. Oh, look at us missing each other.
How many times you gonna say wet? Damn. Hey, Mike, did I respond to you about the? Yeah. Okay. I swear I had a whole typed up thing that I would send to them to be like, hey, here's how we can partner. I spent so much time on it, and for the love of God, I couldn't find it.
Okay. Well,
So
I'll get
I'll-
back to you on that tomorrow. I'm doing music booking right now. That just
No,
consumes me.
that's right. No, take your time. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's another one that I just hit up for recently.
I love the rugby boys. What I like is that they're like footballers, but because they don't wear like pads, they have to be way more careful and respectable to all of them. And even if you kick a guy who jump in the middle of the scrum, you like laugh it off later and you buy him a drink. The maggots, all of them are. Yeah. What's up? Oh, thank you.